I drank it. Within 5 to 10 minutes, my blood pressure was back to normal. And so I've heard other stories like that, so many stories, positive experiences from people. I don't see a lot of us on this channel or on YouTube talking about it. So again, I want to make sure we get the information out there to our people. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Black Culture Talks. I am your girl, Kim, aka Kim with the Gems, the channel that covers WTF, wellness, travel, and finance, all for the culture, all from a Black woman's perspective, all to help move the culture forward. And this year, we're going to do things a little different. We're going to stick to a weekly schedule for topics, and all of the topics that I will address under the Wednesday is Wellness Day will be natural, homeopathic, do-it-yourself, affordable gems that I have either tried myself or know someone who has and have, seen great results and success. And again, just know that I am not a physician. I am not a medical professional. I am someone who shares the knowledge that she receives from others. And what I have learned is that we are so quick as a culture to run to pharmaceuticals, over-the-counter medicines that can sometimes help with one issue but create other issues. And so with this Wednesday is Wellness series, we are going to look at remedies that our grandparents used to use when they got sick and could not just run to the pharmacy or run to the doctor. And I want the same for us. So today's topic is hibiscus tea, also known as sorrel. Voila. And it's one of the most potent antioxidants out in the market, but we don't hear a lot about. If you are not from the Caribbean, if you didn't grow up drinking hibiscus tea, then you really didn't know much about it. And when you hear the benefits that align with hibiscus tea, you will be amazed. I'm also later in the video going to show you what it looks like from the packaging to completion of making. But for now, let's just get into the benefits. So according to many studies, hibiscus tea is a great detox tea. It helps to cleanse the liver by increasing its detoxifying enzymes, preventing it from problems like fatty liver and liver damage. It also detoxes our bodies from toxins through urination. Let's just go over the top 8 benefits. Additionally, hibiscus tea certainly has some promising potential health benefits like lowering your blood pressure, stabilizing your blood sugar, and reducing your blood lipid levels. And I'm going to include a list up here somewhere. But hibiscus tea is packed with antioxidants, may boost your liver health, could promote weight loss, contains compounds that may help prevent cancer, could help decrease growth of bacteria in the body, and it's flavorful and easy to make. So those are the top 8 benefits. There are many, many more. I advise that if you have low blood pressure, please do not consume this without talking to your doctor first, because hibiscus tea is known to lower the blood pressure. Also, if you have any issues with your liver, do not take without discussing with your physician. If you are on dialysis, please, please, please do not consume this tea. I would recommend going to someone who is a homeopathic specialist and your physician. It may also lower your cholesterol. So if you have high cholesterol, then this may be the answer versus all those prescriptions that we're known to be given immediately. So you can purchase hibiscus tea in all forms. You can purchase the tea bags, you can purchase, they have the K-cups as well. And you can also purchase the loose leaves, which is my personal preference because I like to control the strength. It's easier for me to control the taste, so I prefer the loose leaf hibiscus or sorrel. But there are various ways that you can order this. I will leave a link in the description box to our Health is Our Wealth store on Amazon. If you can find it locally, go ahead and purchase it locally. I prefer organic and the loose leaf packs. But if you do purchase the tea bags, go ahead and look for the organic. So go ahead, check the link if you want to see what's in the store, or order your own. The most important thing is I want you to order this tea. This is what it looks like. So what I'll probably do is I'll probably drink half of this morning. I may or may not drink more tonight, depending on what I eat also. I try to limit my sodium intake, but if for some reason, I am traveling right now, I have a not so healthy meal for dinner, then I'll drink the second half, or I'll drink it in the morning. And the only thing that I do for my morning hibiscus is add a little bit of agave syrup. You can use whatever sweetener you want, but please know white sugars we don't do. So if you have honey, if you have maple syrup, something healthy just to give it some taste. And if you don't need sugar, even better. I like a little agave syrup, and that's what I add to my hibiscus tea. Oh my gosh. So flavorful. It's just delicious. Now let's talk about some of the side effects consuming hibiscus tea. There are not many, and they're really not really bad side effects, but you may experience some gas, bloating, and constipation. And those are the primary side effects that may come from drinking hibiscus tea. If you do notice any itching, which there are not a lot of reports of allergies to hibiscus tea, but if you notice any throat itching, wheezing, or any, stop taking immediately, and get checked out and see if you may have an allergy and or intolerance to the flower. Now let's compare hibiscus tea to green tea. And this is directly from nutritionfacts.org. It says, in comparison of the antioxidant content of 280 common beverages, hibiscus tea derived from the flower of the same name, also known as roselle or roselle, sorrel, Jamaica, or sour tea, ranked #1, even beating out the lauded green tea. Now, that's not to say stop drinking your green tea, because green tea has its benefits as well. But hibiscus tea ranked #1 for antioxidants out of 280 common beverages. So that says a lot, right? Also, I absolutely love to drink hibiscus tea hot and cold. So you can either make it as a hot tea in the morning or evening, or drink it throughout the day as an iced tea. And if you want another recipe that is spectacular, and I highly, highly recommend, follow this YouTuber called Views on the Road, where she makes a spectacular agua fresca using the hibiscus plant. And the name of her, I'm going to add a link in the description box below, but the name of her video is called Easy Agua Fresca, Jamaica, Hibiscus Fresh Water, Agua Fresca Recipe. And again, the name of her channel is Views on the Road. She has spectacular recipes for a whole lot of things, but at the end of this video, I'm just going to list the recipe that I use, because the one thing I would change about her recipe is the gross amount of sugar that she uses. That is not for our culture. We're not going to overload on sugar, but I will include the different type of sweeteners. I will include the serving sizes, how much leaves I use. I actually steep my leaves overnight as well. I don't just let it soak for 15 minutes because I like it really, really strong and pungent and tart and aromatic. Like, I love all of that. So I let it steep at least 24 hours so you get the full flavors. But please be very light on the sugar quantity and only use healthy sweeteners versus the white sugars or powdered sugars. Why this series, Wellness on Wednesdays, is so important to me is because through all research studies, non-Hispanic Black people suffer at disproportionately higher numbers in a lot of the key ailments that these natural, do-it-yourself, inexpensive homeopathic remedies can help with. And if we talk specifically about high blood pressure, according to the CDC, high blood pressure is more common in non-Hispanic Black adults, 56%, than in non-Hispanic white adults, 48%, non-Hispanic Asian adults, 46%, or Hispanic adults, 39%. So through many of the studies that I've read through, the range is anywhere between like 45% and 60% that African Americans, non-Hispanic, Black Americans suffer disproportionately with high blood pressure. Also, when it comes to high cholesterol, I'll add the stats up here, but we once again suffer disproportionately from high cholesterol and many of the ailments that hibiscus tea can help to slow down, alleviate some of the symptoms, and even the actual, when it comes to fatty livers, we disproportionately are affected by having fatty livers or even needing dialysis. Let's just go ahead and get into my little story on how I know it works. It's about a year and a half ago maybe, and I don't traditionally suffer from high blood pressure, but I felt my heart racing all of a sudden. I had no idea why. I have no idea to this day why it was racing so fast. I mean, it was, my resting heart rate was like over 170, 180, and I took my blood pressure at home and it was through the roof. I drank it. Within 5 to 10 minutes, my blood pressure was back to normal. And so I've heard other stories like that, so many stories, positive experiences from people. I don't see a lot of us on YouTube talking about it. So again, I want to make sure we get the information out there to our people. So if you don't know, now you know. And if you know now, share with someone who doesn't know. For the first quarter of this year, make sure that we are on a path to living our best lives. And you cannot live your best life without living a healthy life. So let's go ahead and live our best life and try some of these things out. Stay consistent with it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn on the notification bells. I would love for you to like the video. It doesn't cost a thing. It will help get the news out. It will help push the video to more people, to more of us. Take a look at another previous video that I did about soursop bitters. I believe that it's something that we should all try to incorporate in our daily diet. I'll include a link to the video up here. If you have any natural homeopathic ideas that you want me to expand on, include that in the comment section below. Thank you for your time. We'll see you next time. Up next is the easy peasy recipe. So the recipe is really simple. You take 1 part dried hibiscus leaves, preferably organic if you can find them, to 2 parts water. Boil the water first. Once you boil the water, add the leaves and steep for 24 hours. And you don't want to throw away the leaves. You can use it as a meat substitute in omelets or tacos.